Hey guys, welcome back to another What's for Dinner. I've got some meal inspiration for you all. So for the first dinner, Luke is making some good old smash burgers. He actually just got the Blackstone out and got it good and seasoned ready for this spring and summer. And so one of the great things to help season it is to cook a bunch of bacon. So he cooked about 2 packs of bacon on it first before he started the smash burgers. And then he just assembled the smash burgers. We've shared this before in a slower process, and so I can link that video for you guys if you're interested. But smash burgers are our all-time favorite thing to cook on the Blackstone. They are so delicious. I love how each individual patty gets nice and cooked, and like the crispies on the side and all that. They're just so delicious. So here I'm just sharing how he cleans the flat top after each use. So it is still on at this point, as you can see all the bubbles. So he is just taking some water and putting it all over the top of it where where the really sticky parts are, because you want to make sure to get all that sticky residue off. You don't want to leave that on there. So he's just taking the water, putting it on there where needed, and kind of scraping off any of the sticky or excess pieces that need to be scraped off and cleaned, and he's scraping them in to that back hole where the drain is. And so once he does that, then he will wipe it down, and then you always want to end with oil. It can be regular oil, it can be olive oil, anything. You need to end with oil. And so after he cleans it off with the water, it is turned off at this point, so it's going to start cooling down. And then he's just going to take a paper towel with some of that oil, and then he's just going to wipe every inch of that flat top down with some of that oil and just get it nice and seasoned up. Like I said, you want to do this every time so it is just ready to go in between, each time you're cooking. And if you keep it really nice and clean, y'all, it's going to last you a really long time, as long as you take care of it. This is just like if you're cooking with cast iron. You just got to make sure to keep it well seasoned and cleaned in between every use. So the next dinner we had last week, I made some chicken wraps. Y'all, these were so good. It's something different than what we normally have. And to me, I really like nice light dishes when it comes like the warmer weather. Instead of doing like the hearty dishes, I'm more of like a lighter person when it comes to spring and summer dishes. So this was one of the perfect meals for me. So I've just got some chicken breast that I have cut up nice and small, and I seasoned it with some of that new Kinder seasoning. It is really good. If I can find a link to it, I will link it down below. We really enjoyed it, and it says it has crushed jalapenos in it, but it's not that hot at all. It's like the perfect heat, I feel like. So I'm just frying that up in a pan, and then we're going to have some of our favorite French fries to go with it, and I love cooking those in the air fryer. And then this was kind of like a build your own. So we got cheese, we've got barbecue sauce. You can have either Duke's or Miracle Whip. We got some onion. I also got out the bacon, and we had some spinach as well. So for Luke's wraps, he just wanted some ranch, some spinach, some onion, some bacon, and some cheese, and then the chicken. And like I said, y'all, these were so good. Definitely something light and delicious. You could also do this for lunch. I feel like it was really good. And then for mine, I just did a thin layer of the Dukes. I did some of that Carolina barbecue sauce. I did some spinach, some bacon, some chicken, and some cheese. And then we just served it with the French fries, and it was delicious. So for the next meal, we had some Instant Pot chicken bacon ranch pasta. Y'all, this recipe was so delicious. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. This video will be out one day next week, so stay tuned for that. It will be another Instant Pot recipe video. So you can't go wrong with a good taco night. So we cooked up some hamburger meat and made it into taco meat. And then I've got all my fixings. I got my minute rice, which I'll have that recipe linked down below for you guys. It is a family favorite. And I was going to share, this is the salsa that I use for our minute rice. You can get this at Walmart, and it is delicious. It gives that rice so much flavor. But it's funny because that night was taco night, and our sweet neighbors sent over us a whole pan of homemade tamales. Y'all, I've never had tamales before, and these were delicious. They had pork inside of them. They were so good. I have heard that this is a very timely process, and so I can't believe I was so excited when she sent over a pan. I know she worked so hard on those. She is so sweet, and I love having such sweet and friendly neighbors. So here is my plate. Like I said, I had never had homemade tamales before. Luke had, but I never had, and these were so good. It's kind of like what I expected because I've heard a bunch of things about tamales, but the flavor was amazing, and she put pork inside of them, and these were the bomb. So for the last dinner on this video, we made some upside down pizzas. Now I seen this from Pioneer Woman. I watched a video that she had done on these. I will try to link it for you guys if I can find it again, but it was super simple. She just had her cast iron pan. You want to make sure it's nice, well seasoned, so it all pops out at the end. But you want to go in with either veggies or your protein. Y'all know we don't do big veggies here, so I just went straight in with the protein. We've got some cut up meatballs, we got some bacon, and then some pepperoni. And then I'm going to go in with some cheese. I'm going to use a ton of shredded cheese first. I've just used, that is just a pizza blend, which is just mozzarella and Parmesan. But of course you can use whatever you want. And then I'm going to go in with some provolone cheese slices. That's what she did as well. And that's just going to be like a layer, like a flat layer surface for your sauce. And then I'm going to add the sauce on. And then we will take and kind of roll out our pizza dough and put it on top. Now I think she used like the refrigerated pizza dough that you can get and just like let it rise and do it that way, but I just use the bag pizza dough from Kroger, which is what I normally get. The only thing I would do different next time is I used 2 packages of pizza dough. I used 2 of those packs right there for this one crust, and next time I would just do 1. I thought it was just a little bit too bready, so next time I would just do the 1 pack and then just roll it out till you know, you need it to, and put that on there and let it bake. But this was so good, and it was definitely something different, and it was fun to get to flip it over. But it was really good. And I make a little pizza for Winston, and he really enjoyed having his own little personal pan pizza. So when doing pizzas, I always give this tip to use cornmeal instead of flour whenever you're like rolling out your pizza dough, because if you add flour to your dough, then you're just going to make it more dense. If you add the cornmeal, it's just going to stick to the surface instead of getting rolled and like added to the dough itself. And so I always recommend using the yellow cornmeal instead of flour. Now, if your dough is too sticky and you can't even roll it out, like the one I did for Winston's, it was just too sticky, so I had to add a little flour just to even get it to be able to roll out. So if you have a good pizza dough itself and you just need to roll it out, then definitely use the cornmeal, because like I said, it's just going to stick to the surface of your dough instead of adding flour and making it so dense. So here it is right out of the oven. It is so good. So I just took a toothpick and poked it in the center to make sure that it was cooked through, and it was. And so then we're just going to try to flip this bad boy. It worked out perfect. I was a little nervous just because that handle doesn't make a flat surface, but just keep your hand on it well and you should be able to flip it no problem. And this was really good. So that is it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this What's for Dinner video. I hope it gave you some delicious meal inspiration. It's definitely fun to try some new recipes every now and then. I know we definitely have our weekly rotation with us, but I love being able to share all these dinners with you guys, and I hope you guys have a fabulous week. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.